Hey everybody, just thought I'd show you a little trick. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it works for me. Just working on Sarah's car, fixing it up a little bit because we ordered it in, and this is for like your dog bones. What I find works for me, you know, they kind of rattle around in there. I take just that foam stuff you'll get in your packing for your RCs, and take a hole punch. Use whatever thickness you want. I find this is the right thickness for me. Just take some of the shock load out for your dog bone. Plus, if you take a little bit of grease, kind of mash it in there. Grab my tweezers. A little bit of grease on it, and it helps to lubricate it, so that when you put it in here, and you put your dog bone in there. I'm going to put one on this side too. I'll quickly make another one. It stops your dog bone from rattling around, which does cause premature wear, because it's bouncing around, rattling around like a can. A little troubles with this one. And plus, by putting a little bit of grease, not that much grease, but just a little bit of grease, and kind of squish it into that little bit of foam like a sponge. Stick it into that spot for that dog bone. Take my dog bone, put a little bit of grease on there, not a lot. I like to do that because then you're putting grease on it and you're not putting enough grease on it where it's going to start slinging around, so you can have grease all over your car. And as far as Loctite, people say Loctite on metal to metal. I put Loctite, the red stuff, on the plastic because it helps to stop it from stripping out. It helps to bind it up when you tighten it. And well, it keeps it together, gives it some strength. And get that put back together. Not too tight. There. Now the dog bone doesn't go walk back and forth. Suspension moves freely, but there's no rattle from the dog bone, and the ball joints are lubed up enough where it's not going to create too much crap. And yes, I know people say, "Oh, that's going to attract dirt and grease." It's an RC. It's going to attract dirt and grease no matter what. You take it apart and you do some regular maintenance on it. When you're doing that, take it apart, because you get this crap for free when they send it. The same stuff that the bumpers are made out of. It's that foam. Just get a hole punch, cut out another piece, slap it with grease, stick it in there, clean it, put it back together. You have free moving suspension. Your dog bones won't rattle around anymore. And it gives a little bit of tension. See, they don't move around, doesn't slide back and forth. It's just all that much better. Not to mention, if you build your RCs, well, then you'll know. But if you don't, and you buy an RC, it helps to take it apart, because the people that put it together don't know what they're doing. They're broken, or parts not tight, or things missing. All I can say is learn how to work on your own RCs. If you don't already, then it's good to have that going for you, because you're going to need to know it anyway. Alright, so hope this is helpful to you. And if it's not, then oh well. Just stop playing. Thanks.